University of Foggia was the first Italian university and the second in Europe to have received the permission of using the HR logo. That means Human Resources Excellence in Research. Immediately after, Camerino, Palermo and Padova institution. The use of the HR logo means that our university is working to implement the actions provided for in the HR strategy, elaborated 3 years ago, which aim to respect the rules such as the ethical rigor in recruitment and in the treatment of researchers, not only by eliminating all forms of discrimination and favoritism, but also encouraging the sustainability of their careers. At the end of 2012, the European institutions who received the acknowledgement by European Commission were 111. What are the European Charter for Researchers and the Code of Conduct of the Recruitment of Researchers? They are two documents used by European Commission and published as recommendation in 2005. These two reports incorporate a set of general principles and requirements which specify either the roles, responsibility, and entitlements of researchers according to the OECD definitions, as well as of employers and or funders of researchers. The final purpose of the European Charter and Code is the improvement of the European research competitiveness at international level through a gradual and a slow process of cultural change, discussion and comparison among all of the stakeholders. This has been possible by the adoption of a human resource strategies for researchers incorporating the principle of CNC, that means European Charter and Code. These strategies is a transparent and flexible tool that is easily available to all stakeholders. In this context, the University of Foggia, along with 7 other Italian universities, signed a declaration of commitment for the implementation of these strategies in November 2008. The declaration was signed by each institution and notified to the European Commission in June 2009. The strategy of the University of Foggia is an integrated part of the general wider strategy of the Foggia institution, which is addressed to a substantial reposition of research activity at international and the national level, in accordance with the new European and the national rules in this sector. For example, the Italian law, the number 2040 of 2010. We can see the new statute adopted by University of Foggia in January 2010. In this context, for the University of Foggia, the adoption of these strategies represents mainly a way to improve the international visibility in the European research area and to obtain more credibility externally, local and national authorities, funders and academic system. The methodology established by European Commission is composed of this step. First of all, international analysis through the distributing of a questionnaire to all researchers to assess the state of the adoption of CNC principles. Second point, definition of the strategy according to the result of internal analysis for the sustainable career of researchers. Third steps: acknowledgement by the European Commission of the HR strategy and the use of the HR logo. 4. Implementation of the strategy and monitoring of its efficiency by a self-assessment every 2 years at least. Finally, external evaluation by international experts every 4 years. The HR strategies approved and published on the UNIFG website on March 2010 provides for the implementation of 10 actions at zero cost due to the funding restriction imposed by the government to the Italian university system in recent years. The deadlines for their implementation, foreseen by the end of 2010, have been met with the continued engagement of the technical working group, which has sought and monitored the entire process where possible. In August 2012, following the positive feedback from the European Commission on the self-evaluation about the state of implementation of the strategy, the University of Foggia has been allowed to continue to use the HR logo. In the light of what emerged from the process, the strategy has been updated and supplemented with the new goals to be achieved by December 2013, when there will be the external evaluation by international experts of the European Union.